I'm with Clayco. I'll get started telling you guys just a little bit about Clayco. Really cool company. Microphone okay?
Yeah, and there's a...
This thing?
Yeah. So just that.
Okay, cool. So Clayco, really innovative construction company, started in 1984 by Bob Clark, and he is all about new technology, growing, changing, learning. The big vision that drives Clayco is putting the entire construction process onto a computer screen, right? Whether it's through laser scanning, point clouds, whatever it means, they want to be able to virtually design the whole building from the top to the bottom before we move a piece of dirt or any kind of dirt or anything. So they brought me on and they started a new subsidiary called Lift because drones are going to play a pretty big role in that process. At least that's the theory, right? And so that's why I'm here today to talk mostly about drones because that's my expertise. I've only been at Clayco 2 weeks, but I've been doing drones for years. So if we have any Clayco questions, sorry guys, okay? Yeah, I'm not good with that stuff. So to give you the background though, so I'm sure if you guys are in construction, you've probably seen a lot of this kind of stuff. It's like BIM software where you're able to design the building virtually. We have a whole BIM division, VDC, whatever you want to call it, that they're into scanning the buildings and doing all that kind of thing. Where drones come in is you can scan a lot different. You can get a lot better data. And so I'm going to give you guys, I know this is a pretty good technology crowd, so I'll start from I'll move quickly through the beginning drone stuff because I think you guys probably know most about it. So drones are big today that they weren't big 10 years ago only because of the flight controllers that were designed to balance them out so they can fly steady in the air for long periods of time. And the gimbal technology under the drone that has also been developed recently that's able to keep that camera very steady, right? And again, all they are is flying cameras. So we're not really interested, no one's really interested in a flying camera. They're interested in what you get with the flying camera, like what data you can collect that can help your business, right? So it started just doing stuff like this, where this is a picture that we took that all they're trying to do here is the superintendent of the job site's trying to plan out where they're going to move the equipment, what they might be missing. Is there anything that I don't see walking around on the ground that I can see that could interrupt our construction tomorrow or the next day or the next week or whatever? Guys do use them actually in the wintertime sometimes to check and see if there's ice on top of the cranes and stuff like that, right? But that's level one, is a flying camera can help you plan your job site out. I think everyone's pretty clear on that, right, too? Level two, now people started getting into a little bit more detail with the data that they're getting from these aerial photos. And you can start to label stuff, and this is nice for sales presentations, and it's nice to, if you have 50 different job sites across the country, like Clayco, or I think they have 30 maybe, you can start to collect what types of things you build next to, where, if there's waste tanks. So anyways, they took step 2 in the technology was labeling the different things. Step 3, has anyone here heard of SkyCatch before? The drone company out there? Only a couple. Okay, so now we're good. This is when we start getting into the new stuff that's happening now with drones. So what happens here is every single day, or week or month, depending on how often you want your picture, you can take a picture, and the drones have perfect GPS technology with waypoints, so they take the picture from the exact same spot every time. And these little dots are the heat map-like dots are where things have changed. So you can tell if you're the superintendent or you're the owner or you're the client, you can see what's changed from last week to this week with these little heat map dots, which is kind of cool. And this is we're partnered with SkyCatch, and this is the technology that image processing technology that they've developed. So that's a really interesting feature. This gets more interesting now. This was a site that we wanted to build on, and I believe it was Georgia. Okay, you can start to do, you can get surveys, digital terrain elevation maps, just from pictures. Okay, and so this picture here, what they did was they took the drone, and it's like they lawnmower over the site, and they take a picture every meter, and then instead of using LiDAR, you can get the same elevation model using just pictures and software to get this kind of thing. And this is 1/10 the price and 1/100th of the speed of what a normal survey to get that would cost. It's not the same level of data, but it is a lot faster. So they're calling me now to get surveys for like their sales pitches because they know it's so cheap and easy to do. So that's a function. This is when it gets really cool. You can actually, and I was talking to some of you software guys here today, you can get a 3D point cloud map with color and everything. This is what that is right there, just from taking all those pictures, the drone shots, and doing that lawnmower and taking a picture every so often. And this is what the guys are really excited about, because this file goes right into your BIM software, and I don't know the construction, but apparently makes it a lot easier for you guys to utilize that stuff, right? Okay. Sorry, I wish I knew more. I'm the drone guy, okay? So I would say right now this is probably where, as far as construction goes, this is as far along technology-wise as they've gotten. And these are the services that we can do today, that we are doing today. This is about as good as it gets. And a couple other small things that we got here. Roof inspection is like, so you take an infrared camera, you fly over roofs, you can easily tell where the leaks are. And this is the crazy stuff here, that there's a professor at the University of Illinois. He's doing worker tracking just like this, where he can sense every worker, and if there's an inefficient or if there is efficiencies that can be made, right? And you're all laughing because that is really hard to get the workers to agree to this kind of stuff, okay? So that's why we're not doing that yet, but that's just the future of where it could go. I think I have one more future slide. Okay, that's it. So there you guys go. That's where we are, drones plus construction. That's where we are today.
With these and countless more tech advancements shaping the way we work and play, we want to hear what you have to say. Leave us a comment in the section below. Check out all of our other videos and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.